is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lines.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
Now Gino on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The old Cal Bear, Brandon Mebane, gets the sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Huntley. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Tackled back at the
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's the Pro Bowl punter, Tress Way, on to punt for Washington. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson being chased out left. He'll run it, and he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
56.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
He was taken down by Bob.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, Huntley. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken around the 12. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
At their own 15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Brought down back at the 11-yard line.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Going for Metcalf. He's got a man, complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 89 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
A loss of 2 yards.
Here's Tress Way now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
For Washington.
Now it's Lockett. These two teams all tied after one.
Score tied 7-7.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Swan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's second down.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson dancing to his left. Airing it out for it. Got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the shotgun, Wilson steps away to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
To number 16,
Tyler Lockett. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14. Washington 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Flushed out right. Pass incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
To throw again. Huntley. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is right through.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Montez Swan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Wilson throwing on third and long. Escaping the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. A Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here comes Pettis on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
59-yard attempt.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
2nd down.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Wilson back into his end zone. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Now Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score Seahawks 21, Washington 14. Michael Dixon.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley eluding the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. He's coming. He's coming.
Operating from the gun. Huntley. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup. Relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Huntley off to Geis on the screen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st down, Huntley letting one go deep for the end zone. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Intended for Chris Godwin. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Off play action. Huntley, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw on second down, Huntley flushed out right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Love. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is out quickly to the right, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Huntley to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
That's another.
From the gun, Huntley. Was that a design pass? And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. They go play action now. Wilson forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, that's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Seattle.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson, being chased out left. Going for Metcalf on the... And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Washington 23.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second
To throw on second down. Huntley looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. They still can't get it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now.
It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
The kickoff for Seattle.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Dustin Hopkins for the Washington field goal. A very long attempt.
And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Hey, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Pass complete to DK.
DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now.
Very long attempt.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go play action with Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
To Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett. His 17th touchdown now on the... season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
9-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On first down, Wilson buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Wilson, not the best of plays here as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun. Huntley looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Big yardage that time for Washington. 45 yards. Rolling to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun handoff now to guys. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. So that'll back him up 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
From the gun, Huntley. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down.
Intended for
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? On the ground, Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. A big play forthcoming. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time was a pretty one play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's fourth down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll set up to throw. On the move to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. From the gun on third down, Wilson steps away to his left. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Wilson.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Justin Hopkins on
Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had 1 week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Wilson now from the gun on third down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Love here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
K.J. Wright. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Jack. Cowboy.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley stepping up. He's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He's tackled.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. No streak, it's motion.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Huntley. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now he's forced out left. Left side complete to Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover, because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
The 26-yard line.
To throw on 3rd down. Huntley looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. On 1st down, Love. And now off off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. Bryce Love hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington has once again taken the lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes this Washington 21. Seahawks 19.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the front.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
After the sack on first down, Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First down, Seahawks.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Out to his left. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Play action. Now Wilson. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Huntley. They're targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Huntley looking downfield for Godwin. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not? And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Dancing to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So the 3 points there gets them a bit closer, but you can bet there's probably some guys on that sideline, Charles, thinking we deserve a better play.
No doubt, Brandon. Those 2 misses earlier are kind of hanging over them right about now. In a tight one like this, if those are makes, then obviously this is a completely different game.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Carson.
Wilson.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
56, right there, 56.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that'll bring up second down.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. Helped force the incompletion.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Here's Carson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On third and goal, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Reuben Foster picks it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 40, 20, 10.
Get off the field.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. 14. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Number 14, DK Metcalf.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as they have taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Throwing on first down. Huntley looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to Chris Godwin.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the Seahawks 49-yard.
Here's Love. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 6-man. Check cross.
From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their So 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The extra point now coming from Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And it's caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Washington. 56 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Love. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Bryce Love, the ball.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Diggs on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd down. Huntley stepping up. He'll try and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. From the gun, Huntley. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 11th touchdown on the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. To throw, Huntley. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
41. Washington, 39.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Steps away to his left, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Chase Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They go play action with Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Swan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. He lets it fly for... It got his man complete. The 20. 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 85 yards, and the Seahawks add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 8.
Here's Love again. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made.
Washington on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Huntley flush to his right. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Huntley. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his leg. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
To second and goal at the 6-yard line.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third and goal. From the gun, Huntley being checked, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Seahawks, 6-yard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley eluding the pressure. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Bruce Irvin able to run it down for a loss of a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Huntley. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Good ball right there.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Rolling to his left. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Tyler Lockett past the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
55. Washington 39. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
To throw on 2nd down, Huntley. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Huntley escaping the pressure right. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
49-yard line.
On 1st down, Huntley. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Huntley. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Huntley's pass incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
It's our time. It's our time.
Here's Huntley. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
Covered by Jamal Adams.
And it's a fumble. weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
It's sad they pay me. I'll do this for
10,
free.
5. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And do not ask me to explain what in the world happened there, folks. That's a safety in the strangest of ways. My word. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for Washington, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.